This is Sundry Sports for Wednesday, July 1st. We begin today with Cowboys news you don't want to miss. And I sneezed. Bless you to me. Dallas Cowboys newsletter. Down the line. All week we're breaking down the Cowboys' offensive line, including a change at position coach and a major lineup change coming in 2020. The ultimate Cowboys fan experience. Join today. $20. United. Presented by Globe Life. Or powered by Globe Life. Cowboys Writers Roundtable. Jordan Lewis. Does Jordan Lewis feel like he can be the number one cornerback? He joins the staff writers to discuss that topic and more. Cowboys 8 all-time franchise tags. The Cowboys haven't played tag too often over the last 27 years, but Dak Prescott is the most recent player to receive the franchise tender. Apparently it's a gallery. Stay in the know on all things Dallas Cowboys. Visit DallasCowboys.com for more news and videos. And listen to 105.3 The Fan if you're in Dallas. More Cowboys with Cowboys Wire brought to you by USA Today. Cowboys news. Cooling the Clowney chatter. Fresh start for Awuzie, Herschel in the Hall. Jadeveon Clowney reportedly wants to be in Dallas, but there are a few factors that make it doubtful that he joins the Cowboys. Okay, we'll read that since it's new again. Even though many fans are hoping for the team to engineer a Cam Newton to New England type blockbuster signing, the current crop of Cowboys, according to Vegas odds makers, are set to make some serious noise in 2020. The defensive backfield could potentially hold Dallas back, but players like Cheeto, you're going with the nickname, or you just don't know his name? Cheeto Awuzie could take the next step with a fresh coaching staff. NFL games, if they happen at all, are likely to be without fans, but the lack of fans might actually enhance the viewing experience. Cowboys writers take turns drafting their all-time Dallas rosters, and a former Cowboy believes he should be next in line for Canton. All that and more. Here are the Dallas Cowboys news and notes for June 29th, 2020. Jadeveon Clowney, Cowboys rumors. Pro Bowl pass rusher currently not in the plan for a variety of reasons. Many people are linking Jadeveon Clowney to the Cowboys after he revealed he would like to play in Dallas. Clowney has lowered his asking price slightly in the last few weeks, but Patrick Walker explains it still doesn't make sense for the Cowboys to sign Clowney to a huge deal. Prescott, Lamb, McCarthy among Cowboys primed for strong 2020, say odds makers. Whether it's for actual wagering or just fantasy football scouting, looking at the official odds can indicate who may be poised to do big things. Plenty of Cowboys are getting decent to good odds at winning some end-of-season hardware, and that could mean good to great things for the team in 2020. Mailbag. A fresh start for Chidobe Awuzie. The team's staff writers feel the 25-year-old cornerback might be on the cusp of an elevation in his game, and maybe even a move to safety, especially now that he's under a new coaching staff that includes the likes of Al Harris. Remember this, Byron Jones was a disappointing first-round pick, David Hellman writes, and coaching helped turn him into an All-Pro. Cowboys ex Herschel Walker, I should be in the Hall of Fame. The former Cowboys running back told a Minnesota news outlet back in April that he had done enough in just the NFL to be enshrined in Canton. But as Mike Fisher points out, it's the Pro Football Hall of Fame, and Walker's USFL stats should count too. It's likely an uphill battle, though, considering some of the other Cowboys legends who also don't have a gold jacket. From Evan Klosky. Just to be honest with you, he made dreams come true. An impromptu Des Bryant workout at Cornerstone High School turned into a day so many area kids will never forget. Introducing the most ambitious Dallas Cowboys all-time roster project ever. Bob Sturm and John Machota go head-to-head, each drafting a full 53-man roster from a pool that includes every player to ever wear the star. In Part 1, they lay out the ground rules and reveal the overall top 10 picks. Who went first? Probably not who you think. Madden 20 Sim. Emmitt Smith stars as Cowboys' top rival Giants in battle. Emmitt Smith stars as Cowboys' top rival Giants in Battle of NFL Legends. Imagine Roger Staubach throwing to Jason Witten with Emmitt Smith blocking in the backfield, or a defensive huddle that includes Bob Lilly, DeMarcus Lawrence, Deion Sanders, Mel Renfro, and DeMarcus Ware. Radio.com and 105.3 The Fan put together a historic showdown for the ages, thanks to Madden 2020 over the weekend. It took a Dan Bailey boot with under 20 seconds left to decide this one. Read the recap at the link, or go back and watch the whole game here. The possible unexpected effects that no fans in the stands could have on a Cowboys season. Would NFL games in an empty stadium be weird? Of course. Would it be flat, sterile, and boring? Not necessarily, according to one former player. In fact, fewer penalties and a more intimate proximity to on-the-field audio might just enhance the game experience for television audiences. Why would there be fewer penalties? From Randall Cobb. Can we have an update on training camp procedures, testing, etc.? We're 4 weeks from the assumed start of training camp, and it would be nice to have adequate info before I attempt to move my family across country during a pandemic. Panic. O-line. A new center, a new direction. The Dallas Cowboys are entering the 2020 season with a new offensive line coach and will have a new starting center. What will this all mean for a unit that has been consistently among the top offensive lines in football? Cowboys staff writer Rob Phillips takes a deeper look at the O-line changes. That's it for that. Prescott, Lamb, McCarthy among Cowboys primed for strong 2020, say odds makers. Cowboys news, Sean Lee preps, CeeDee Lamb blocks, Cliff Harris waits. Can North Texas's Ladarius Hamilton be Cowboys' next undrafted free agent find? Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Zeke's dogs. Jadeveon Clowney. And Zeke's dogs. Okie dokie. Moving on to ESPN. Good morning. The big difference between Bobby Bonilla and me, one of us went to bed knowing they would wake up $1.19 million richer in the morning. The other went to bed fearful that their best friend's cousin's coworker was going to cut off their Hulu access. Here's your ESPN Daily. Sad. Listen up. Shh. MLB restart. Everything you need to know. Today is the day. After more than 3 months away from baseball, Major League Baseball players will report to team facilities on Wednesday. But questions remain about how the restart will play out. Considering that baseball has eschewed the bubble plan to play in home stadiums across the country, how are players working to prevent a coronavirus outbreak? What will Spring Training 2.0, aka Summer Camp, look like exactly? How will the necessary rule changes affect the product on the field? What could bring it all to a screeching halt? On today's episode of the ESPN Daily Podcast, Jesse Rogers provides the answers to these questions and more. Then June Lee explains how baseball's recent focus on analytics has led to an increase in white male Ivy League graduates being hired in front offices. Things to care about. Ballin' like Bobby Bonilla. You already know what it is, baseball fans. Bobby Bonilla Day is upon us. Another July 1st, another $1.19 million payment from the New York Mets to Bobby Bonilla. Today marks the 8th installment of an ongoing payout that doesn't conclude until 2035 to a man who hasn't played in a professional baseball game since 2001. For those of you doing the math, that means Bonilla will be getting paid by the Mets 4 years after Bryce Harper's 13-year contract with the Phillies ends. Yeah, it's good to be Bonilla. Because of baseball's salary structure, Bonilla's annual payday is more than some of the game's current stars earn in a year. Thanks to the shortened season and prorated salaries for players in 2020, that list of players has grown. In other news, I'm trying to get on that Bobby Bonilla retirement plan. So why does Bonilla get this sweet annual payday? It goes back to 2000, when the Mets agreed to buy out the remaining $5.9 million on his contract. However, instead of paying Bonilla $5.9 million at the time, excuse me, the Mets agreed to make annual payments for nearly $1.2 million for 25 years, starting July 1st, 2011. Why? Including a negotiated 8% interest. Oh my goodness. At the time, Mets ownership was invested in a Bernie Madoff account that promised double-digit returns over the course of the deal, and the Mets were poised to make a significant profit if the account delivered. It did not. For more on the infamous deal, Dan Mullis something has a breakdown. Oh my goodness. That is ridiculous. Messi joins the 700 Club. Lionel Messi is having himself quite a week. The Barcelona superstar celebrated his 33rd birthday on June 24th, then joined one of elite football's most exclusive and prestigious clubs 6 days later when, against Atletico Madrid, the Argentina captain netted the 700th goal of his career. The six-time Ballon d'Or winner became the 7th member of a select club of players to score 700 or more goals, joining Cristiano Ronaldo, Gerd Miller, Ferenc Puskas, Romario, Joseph Bican, and Pele. After sitting on 699 senior career goals for club and country since he converted a penalty in Barca's win over Leganes on June 16th, Messi hit the latest milestone in his illustrious career when he converted a 50th-minute spot kick, nonchalantly sending Atletico goalkeeper Jan Oblak the wrong way. Messi needed 862 games to reach this incredible landmark, and that is 111 games fewer than his rival Ronaldo needed to reach the mark at the end of 2019. Sips tea. Okay. Things to watch. Gritty gets a Queer Eye makeover. In the words of Jonathan Van Ness, the Fab Five took Gritty from orange fluffy mess to game day best. Netflix's Queer Eye is heading to Philadelphia for its 5th season, so it was only fitting that the Fab Five attempted to work the magic on one of the city's biggest stars, one who prides himself on being a little rough around the edges. Although the Philadelphia Flyers mascot's limited wardrobe presented a bit of a challenge in the makeover department, the Fab Five focused on creating change in other areas of Gritty's life, such as his diet. Hey, even mascots can't live on cheesesteaks alone. That sounds really stupid. Overheard. I will always be your number one. Winky face. Tom Brady responding to Julian Edelman's Instagram post of himself and his new quarterback, Cam Newton. Remember when? Yes. Yankees fans remember it well. On this date in 2004, Derek Jeter had one of the most memorable plays of his career against the Red Sox at the height of the New York-Boston rivalry. The captain made a crucial running catch before diving headfirst into the stands and bloodying himself for posterity. Cool. Until next time, remember, the last time Bobby Bonilla picked up a bat, Lifehouse's Hanging by a Moment was sitting atop the Billboard Hot 100. I like that song. And that's all I have to say about that. Congrats on making it to July. This has been your ESPN Daily for Wednesday, July 1st, 2020. Hanging by a moment here with you. Okie dokie. That's all for today. Goodbye.